Hello, Algebra 3 Trig students. We are going to continue our working through functions, and today we're going to be looking at combining functions. Mainly, we are going to be looking at the operations of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, and then eventually function composition. So when we add two functions together, all we're going to do is simply end up combining like terms. Right? It is the same thing we've done before when we're adding polynomials together. Find the things that have the same variable, the same power, and add them together. Obviously, the difference of functions is still going to be the idea. We're going to subtract one function from the other. And then at some point, we're going to have to distribute a negative sign and change the signs of the second function to subtract them. Product just simply means that we are going to multiply the two functions through the distributive property and make sure that we get all of our powers correctly and distribute to everything. And the last one is we are going to divide both functions one from the other. The thing that we are going to have to be careful of here is first, we are going to have to check our domain, because the domain of the function might change here, especially when you are dividing one function from the other, right? We can't have 0 in our denominator, so our domain may have to be changed. And secondly, we are going to have to check to see if we are able to simplify these functions, okay? So the first one we're going to do here is we want to do f plus g of 2. All that really means is that we are going to take whatever f of 2 is, and we are going to add it to whatever g of 2 is. So in this case, we're going to do 3 times 2 minus 2 plus 2 cubed. So we'll get 6 minus 4 plus 8, which turns out to be, 6 minus 2 plus 8, which turns out to be 12. Likewise, for f minus g of 2, we'll do f of 2 minus g of 2, which is going to be 3 times 2 minus 2 minus 8, 6 minus 2 minus 8, which is going to give us negative 4. Next, f times g of 2. Again, same deal. We're going to take f of 2 and multiply it by g of 2. So it'll be 3 times 2 minus 2, and then times that by 2 to the third. So we will get 4 times 8, which gives us 32. And lastly, f divided by g of 2. So we'll do 3 times 2 minus 2 all over 2 to the third, which is going to give us 4 over 8, which is going to give us 1/2. So it's pretty straightforward when we are asked to plug in a function or plug in a value for the function. The hardest part here probably is just making sure we have our notation correctly and we have the correct functions being used here. But when we're just plugging in, again, it's pretty straightforward. Find out what your first function is at that value, evaluate your second function at that value, and then go ahead and plug in and simplify to get your answer. In the next video, we're going to look at what happens with how we combine functions where we aren't plugging in a value like we did here with plugging in all of these 2's in this example. Okay? So go ahead, you can stop this video and then move on to the next video.